Hi everyone, welcome to From Behind the Bruch, a Fortuna Düsseldorf podcast. I'm Christian. Follow me on Twitter at FBTB_podcast. That's FBTB_podcast on Twitter. Also, later you can find this episode on Spotify. Just search for From Behind the Bruch, Twitter FBTB_podcast. Here on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like. So, Saturday, what a game. I mean, we were great for like 8 minutes, right? But that was enough to get away with the win. Really bad first half, I want to say. I did not enjoy watching that. And to be honest, at halftime, if you would have asked me, I probably would have said, we're not going to win this game. Maybe we could snatch a draw, but winning this game, I didn't think was possible. So, great turnaround in the second half, right? Like I said, 3 goals in 8 minutes. Solis, our Greek god, scored twice again, right? And I think both goals from him were great. And then another great goal from Schinter Appelkamp. And I was so happy for him, right? I think it was the first time that he played, or that he started a game at least since end of January. And I think he was great, right? He was really great. He had a great game in midfield, and obviously topped that off with that goal that I want to say probably in the end won us the game, right? It was our second, the 2-1. That killed off the game, I guess, right? I mean, that really hit Kaiserslautern hard. And let's be honest here, they could have probably been up by 2, right? But yeah, then Solis, Appelkamp, and again Solis scoring within 8 minutes. That was great. And I think, yeah, we didn't look great for most of the game offensively, but defensively, I think we played well, right? It's not like that Kaiserslautern had chance over chance. They were 1-0 up. I think that Oberdorf could have done a little better when they scored, right? And you can see that actually Siebert turning around to him, telling him that Ritter was at his back, that he lost Ritter out of his sight. But I mean, in the end, it didn't really matter, right? But obviously for Wednesday, we need to do a little bit better. But yeah, again, right? A win was all that I was asking for before. I think we all just wanted to win this game. We did. I mean, the way we scored the goals, I thought were great, right? The first goal from Solis. Nice, sharp pass inside the box from the right side from Nimic, right, and then he just turns up from behind the defenders, short side of the goal, right. Great, good. And then second goal again from the right hand side, Zimmermann, nice whopping cross. Schinter again in the back of the defenders, right, then with a half volley. Kicks it in underneath the crossbar inside the goal, and then just a couple minutes later, really nice chip pass right through the middle from Engelhardt and Solis around the defender and around the keeper. Great goal, really great goal, and that just showed our team at the moment has what it needs to turn around games, right? A few months ago, probably we would have lost that game. Maybe would have rescued a point, but probably wouldn't have won it. But now it looks like we're strong enough to turn these games around, and that's great, right? And I mean, everything we asked for happened. We won. We moved up to third on Saturday, and then Hamburg didn't win on Wednesday. I'm saying on Sunday, right? They only drew 1-1 with Fürth. That's exactly what we were hoping for, right? And that's probably exactly what a lot of people predicted, that Hamburg might crumble under pressure. And now we're in the pole position to to finish third, right? We have it in our own hands. 6 points behind the second. I know last week I said probably first and second are out of reach for us. And it's still 6 points to the second place now, to Kiel, but we're playing Kiel. If we win in Kiel, then maybe we even have a chance to finish second. But let's not get ahead of ourselves, right? Right now we're third. That's great. 1 point ahead of Hamburg. We have it in our own hands to finish third, to reach that playoff. Right now we would play Mainz. I rather play Mainz than that obscure team from the other side of the Rhine River, right? They hopefully finish 17th and just go down directly. But if you ask me, and again, I'm getting ahead of myself here, if you ask me whom I would prefer to play in these playoffs, I have to say it's Bochum, right? They seemed safe a few weeks ago, but since then they're losing games. They're not winning games that they should win, like last weekend against Darmstadt, 2-0 up against the team bottom of the league. You need to win this game, right? And they didn't. They only drew 2-2, apologies. So, yeah, it looks like that they might be in trouble very soon. And I think if Mainz or that other team finishes 16th, they're probably quite pleased and go into that relegation playoff or that promotion playoff, however you want to call that, as the slight favorite. But if Bochum in the end finishes 16th, I guess that we would be the favorites then, because I just guess they would be down, right? They would be really, really down. Don't get me wrong, I would love for Bochum to stay up in the first division. I would love to play Bochum next year in the first division. But when it comes to these playoffs, I probably right now at least would rather play Bochum than Mainz or that other team. But yeah, I mean, we still have like, I think 7 games to go, right? 27 games now, so we are 1 point ahead of Hamburg. First of all, we need to secure that third place, right? And then we can start thinking about whom we will play in these promotion playoffs. But right now it looks very good, right? We are winning our games. We're winning games that probably a few weeks ago we wouldn't have won. We are scoring goals. So there's now at I think 17 goals already. That's incredibly, right? Yeah, he's incredibly good. It's an incredible achievement. That's awesome. And I said that in one of my shorts earlier this week. To my knowledge, we have the option to buy him for 5 million euros from Norwich. 5 million euros in today's market doesn't seem much. Still a lot of money for Fortuna though, but I think looking at this from a financial perspective, that should be a no-brainer, right? If we go up, we buy him for 5 million, then we know what we got, right? We already know what kind of a brilliant player he is. If we don't go up, we still should try and sign him for these 5 million. Because I'm 100% sure that we can sell him for profit. We probably can even double our 5 million investment, right? And let's be clear here, there's no way he will play another year in the second division. He will play in the first division, if that will be in Germany or somewhere else in Europe. But if we have the chance to buy him, we definitely should, right? From a financial perspective, that just should be a no-brainer. So hopefully we're going to do that. I mean, hopefully we're getting up. Hopefully we can just keep him, build a team around him, or make him part of our next great team that plays in the first division, and hopefully finally can stay in the first division for a little longer than a couple of years, right? But let's see, right? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Like I said before, first we need to secure this third place, and then we can look ahead at potential playoff games and potential playoff opponents and what we can do with that. But yeah, if you ask me now, trigger this clause, get him on board, and then if needed, just sell him for profit. But anyways, let's see. I'm just very happy how they played out on Saturday, that we won that game. Like I said, at halftime I wasn't very optimistic that we would win that, but yeah, we did. That's great, and that was all that I was asking for last week, right? Just win this game, and then Hamburg has to win as well. But they didn't, which was great. So now we're in the pole position for that. We have it in our own hands to potentially go up, or to at least reach the playoffs. So all great. And now full focus on Wednesday, right? I think that's what Tiyun said as well. Let's play this game on Saturday. Let's send our fans back home happy. They delivered, the fans delivered, the team delivered. So everyone was happy, right? If you saw these scenes after the game, how the fans celebrated, how the team celebrated, great. So since then, full focus on Leverkusen, right? I've watched the press conference from Tiyun today, and yeah, he sounded very optimistic, right? And he clearly said it never was his dream to play a semi-final in the cup. It's his dream to win the cup, and that's what he wants to do, right? And that's what he wants the whole team to do and to achieve. So he's not happy with just reaching and playing in a semi-final tomorrow. He wants to win that game. And obviously he knows that, everybody knows that it will be incredibly difficult to win this game, right? Leverkusen has played, I think, 39 games so far this season, haven't lost once. Not one game did they lose this season, right? But, like Flo Kastenmeier said earlier this week, at one point they have to lose a game, right? And why not against us? And I agree, why not against us? Maybe their focus is more on securing this championship. And maybe, just maybe, that's their main goal. Maybe the cup isn't their main priority anymore. Hopefully, right? Because I've read somewhere that if they're reaching the final, they won't even be able to properly celebrate the championship, right? Because they would play the next weekend after the season finished, the cup final. So let's just hope they rather want to celebrate their championship than play in a cup final. But I mean, whatever happens tomorrow, we need to be at our best, right? We need to be at our absolute best. And we need to be at our best for 90 minutes plus, right? So as per the internet, Leverkusen is conceding most of their goals within the first 10 minutes, right? That means there's no parking the bus for us tomorrow. There's no let's try to keep it as 0-0 for as long as possible. No, we need to try and play our football, I think, and try to score early, right? But we all know leading against Leverkusen doesn't guarantee anything. I don't know how many times they again came back on the weekend, right, and scored their goals in the, I think, 88th and 90th minute to win against Hoffenheim. Right there, and they're doing that week in, week out, right? It seems like every day or every game day they are turning these games around, and not like we did on Saturday, right, in the middle of the second half. No, they seem to wait for the last 5 minutes of the game. And apparently 16% of the goals that they score within the last 10 minutes of the game. So by then, we probably, hopefully, will be up by a couple of goals. Obviously, a very, very tough task, right? But I think for a lot of our players, this might be their only chance to reach a cup final, right? So I'm sure they will give everything. They will leave everything out there. Players like Solis, obviously, he wants to prove that he should play at a first division team next year. So he will give give it his best. He wants to score, obviously. Alright, and I think what we need to do is prevent them from getting crosses into the box, right? So our wingers, our fullbacks, they need to be at their best. Like our centre back pair, obviously, right? And I've heard in the press conference today that there's no reason to split this pair of Siebert and Oberdorf. But also he said, maybe, just maybe, because I have other options as well available now, with Hoffmann and De Weiss, maybe, just maybe, Siebert is starting from the bench. Well, I think we should start with Siebert and Oberdorf, right? And if we are up with 10-15 minutes to go, bring in De Weiss. I personally wouldn't start him. Don't get me wrong, I like De Weiss, I really do. But A, he is not the quickest. B, I think sometimes he can be a little clumsy. But that's my personal opinion, right? But if it comes to the point where we just need to head out crosses left, right and center, he will be our man. He will head out every single ball that comes in. So I guess he will go with Jamal Siebert and Tim Overdorf as our centre back pair. And that's good. That's okay, right? We don't really have anyone missing. Sobotka seems to be fine as well, so he maybe is even in contention for tomorrow. But yeah, like we said before, right? They need to be at their absolute best. But by now, I've fully talked myself into believing that we are going to win tomorrow. I mean, there's a buzz around this team right now that I haven't seen in a long time, right? I remember some promotions back to the third division, the promotion back to the second division, 2 promotions back to the first division. And always, obviously, there was a great buzz around that team. But I've never seen so many people so excited for one game as I'm seeing people being now, right? So I think the team is aware of that, right? I think Tune is aware of that. I'm pretty sure he will let the team know what's on stake. I'm pretty sure he will let the team know to play their football and not to try and park the bus, right? And another very important thing, I guess, is finish the game with 11 men. You've seen over and over again in recent games that Leverkusen's opponents were up by a goal or two, and then someone got sent off, and then Leverkusen just stormed forward. And the other team just didn't have anything against them anymore, right? They just waltzed over them. And that's always a possibility with this Leverkusen team, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I have all the respect in the world for this team. What they've done this year is amazing. They will win the championship. They will be an absolute deserved German champion. Maybe they even go on and win the European Cup. Obviously, they're strong enough to beat us tomorrow. Obviously, right? They're strong enough to beat every team at the moment. But, like I said, I fully 100% talked myself into believing that we're going to win tomorrow. And I'm not ready to get hurt yet. So, I hope the team knows that and will give their everything. And like I said, we need to score early, I guess, right? Like I said before, they concede most of their goals within the first 10 minutes of the game. So if we can go on, score an early goal, and continue to play our football and not after 50, 60 minutes just stop playing football and concentrate on defending, then we're going to have a chance. Again, it will be incredibly tough. But I believe in this team, I believe in this coach, I believe when the coach says that he believes that we have a chance and that he wants to be playing a cup final, not only a semi-final, right? Nobody remembers a semi-finalist in a few years. Nobody remembers the team that loses the cup final either, right? But one step at a time. So get out there tomorrow, give it your absolute best, and I'm sure we will have a chance, right? On the other hand, sure, if Leverkusen is having a good day, then they will score 2, 3, 4, 5 goals maybe, right? That's a possibility, and we need to accept that this is a possibility, right? I mean, right now there are 21 places between us, right? First in the first division, third in the second division, right? And again, they haven't lost a game the whole season. Not in the Bundesliga, not in the Cup, not in Europe. It was close a couple times in recent weeks, and that's maybe the one thing that we need to capitalize, right, out. In the first half of the season, they seemed to win every game 2-3, 4-0, whatever. Now they seem to work, or they seem to need to work pretty hard every now and then to win games. And maybe they're just running out of steam a little bit at one point. Let's hope that's tomorrow. Alright. And as well, we shall not forget that our team, Fortuna Düsseldorf, was the first team to beat St. Pauli this year, right? In the cup, in the quarterfinal. When they lost against us, well, technically they drew, right? Because after 90 minutes, after 120 minutes, it was a draw, and we only won after penalties. But we did win against St. Pauli in the cup. That was their first defeat as well. So why not do it again? And remember a few years ago, in the first division, when we beat Dortmund on the last day of the first half of the season in December, right? First defeat for Dortmund as well. We went on to stay up. We played a fantastic second half of the season. And we're playing a fantastic second half of the season right now, right? Haven't really conceded goals in the last 3 games. 1 goal in the last 3 games, right? We're scoring tons of goals, so why not go there tomorrow full of confidence, try to score a couple goals, right? Just go into halftime being 2-0 up. That's all I'm asking for, right? And that fits my narrative, and that's all I care about, right? But no, on a serious note here, it will be a very, very tough game. The toughest game all season. On the other hand, maybe it's even tougher for Leverkusen, because they have to lose the cup, because it's their cup to win. We don't have to lose anything, right? We don't have to lose anything here. We are the clear underdog, right? We can just go there and play our game, whatever happens. We can be proud of the cup run we had, right? And not only did the team give us, the fans, some great games and great times, the team also helped the club earning some serious money, right? We shall not forget that. I've heard today that so far we earned something like 6.2 million euros in prize money. That's awesome. That's a lot of money for us. So imagine what we will earn if we reach the final. So no extra pressure on the team here, right? But that would be awesome. We could easily strengthen our squad next year, right, with that. But again, I said that many times before now in the last 25 minutes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go there tomorrow. Let's give it our best. The fans, we should give it our best. We should just support our team for 90 minutes plus and just be proud of our team. That little Fortuna Düsseldorf reached the semi-final against the best team in Germany right now. So, with this being said, thanks for listening. I really appreciate everyone tuning into that. I know I'm talking a lot of rubbish, but I enjoy doing that. And if you enjoy that too, please subscribe to my channel. Please leave a like. Follow me on Twitter, FBTB_podcast. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And hopefully tomorrow evening we can all celebrate together. And we can all try and book our flights, our trains, our hotels for Berlin, try to get our tickets for Berlin and see our team play for the cup final. But tomorrow night, just turn up, Fortuna. If we turn up there, we have a chance. I fully believe in that. And until then, you stay classy, Düsseldorf. See you later.